Mike. Mic check. 1, 2. What's going on? How we doing? I go by Derek. People know me as Derek from Vallejo as well. Uh, Music producer out of Vallejo, California. One thing I wanted to get past real quick. I never did this before, so I feel a little weird doing it. But whatever I say, um, if it offends you in any way, I just want to say you're most likely meant to be offended by it. So that's my pre-apology, if there is one. So it's just been hectic, you know. One thing that's been going through my mind, and one thing that I've been going over, is the Malcolm and Martin side of things, the Malcolm X and Martin Luther King Jr. side of things, and ways of thinking and going about things in situations such as these. So we had the Martin Luther King approach, which was basically come together in peace, approach in peace. And we had the Malcolm side, which was whatever they do to us, we retaliate, basically. And I can't say, we've done the Martin, we've done that, we've came across that tactic and we've tried it. And I don't think you could really say that we're fully only Malcolm X at this point, but it's a healthy mixture of both if you really are watching what's going on. Police murder went down, and the world is in a frenzy due to it. One thing Malcolm X said back in the day, which is a important quote that I think is very important to this time. When JFK was assassinated, and Malcolm X was basically canceled for this back in that time, but he would say, he said what he said. He said basically that JFK didn't know that the chickens would come home to roost. And he also said that him being a country boy, chickens coming home to roost never made him sad, made him happy. And chickens coming home to roost, what that means is basically retaliation. You know what I mean? You're basically coming back. What we're doing now is regaining the streets. So that's a basic tactic when you're talking about chickens coming home to roost. And just getting back with stairs, And people went bad on Malcolm back then because a lot of America, including Black America, loved JFK and whatnot. And I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. There's not one president out there that you could convince me isn't with bullshit in any type of way. So you can take with that what you will. One thing I wanted to get into mainly though was doing what's right when wrong is no longer existing. So they're saying that a lot of the things that are going on right now with these protests and gatherings are wrong, when we've been saying what led up to this point was wrong and no one wanted to listen. So these are now the outcomes. You know what I'm saying? Selective morality is a real thing that's going on. People are showing their true colors in a real way. So doing what's right when wrong is no longer existent. At this point, everything is right. If you're mad, I can't tell you how to react. If someone sock you in the face, I can't tell you that you're wrong for pulling out a gun and shooting them, However you react is however you react. And basically what I'm doing here is, I know a lot of people, I got a lot of brothers out there who are turning up, in the streets and in the situation, and I thought what I could bring to it is basically a way to put into words what they're feeling and what they're, what they're showing out there. People are flipping cars, turning shit, upside down, setting shit on fire, and I think they're just not. I think they're just too angry to put a lot of this shit into words. So I'm gonna help you out. You know what I mean? So let's get into these protests for real. Starting in Minnesota, obviously. Starting in Minnesota. Up to this day, it's been in a lot of places. It's been in Chicago, L.A. To this day, I seen it was in New Zealand. It's been out where I am in the Bay, Walnut Creek. They touched down in my hometown, Vallejo. It's been, it's been hectic everywhere. But you really gotta watch what's going on in these protests, my G, because it's a lot of fakery and bullshit. A lot of undercover cops, Antifa starting shit, just stand buyers who aren't necessarily of the race that's angry, who are starting shit, busting windows and shit. You know who they gonna blame for that at the end of the day. So all I gotta say is watch your P's and Q's when you're out there. You feel me? Like, there's been a lot of videos going around and whatnot. Like, I seen a video of a black woman who was reprimanding basically a white woman and a friend who was spray painting Black Lives Matter and shit on the walls of these different establishments and whatnot. She was spray painting Black Lives Matter, fuck cops, all this shit. And the black woman had to reprimand her, like, yo, check it out, bro. Like, we not, like, don't be spray painting that shit because they're going to come at us and be like, yo, y'all did it. Because that would be the obvious, you know what I'm saying, to the outside mind. I believe the reason why this even popped off in the first place is due to frequencies and energies. Like, I'm big on that. And I think there's been a long-lasting frequency since 2012 and the Trayvon Martin murder. Obviously, there's been a lot of murders after that, like Walter Scott, Eric Gardner, recent one, George Floyd, the little 12-year-old boy in Ohio who was killed just for having a toy gun. There's a lot of situations that are going on. And, like I said earlier, we tried the peaceful thing. Like, we tried to keep it civil. And I think the fact that George Zimmerman's energy is still alive and well in this world is what causes a lot of the rambunctiousness and shit to build and turn into this, which is basically on the low a revolution. So yeah, like, watch your P's and Q's, you know what I'm saying? They got the undercover cops out there. They're blaming all the vandalism on you if you're black, so I wouldn't even. So that's really something. But at the end of the day, this is all shit you really can't control. But at the end of the day, also, it's like, fuck it. Like, at this point, whatever goes, whatever goes. There's been coronavirus. Motherfuckers been out of work anyway. Motherfuckers ain't had shit to do. So now you got motherfuckers who ain't had shit to do for a minute. And we like, oh, some shit popping with y'all fucking with my brother? Like, that's what it was, for real. Like, I was fucking with our brother Ahmaud Arbery. Y'all was fucking with our brother down there. Y'all was fucking with our brother George Floyd. So now we're like, all right. And I got time today, my G. So I'm pulling up. That's basically what they're saying, you feel me? Today they had some wild shit talking about, today being June 1st. They had some wild shit talking about that there was a possible, like, blackout in D.C., like the internet and shit. Because they were saying the protesters were all tweeting at a certain amount of time, tweeting at a certain time of night, and then they all just disappeared off the grid for about 6 hours and were tweeting shit all at the same time. So, I mean, I don't know what that was really about. I guess there was some reports that came out that the internet wasn't fucked with. But you never know in situations like these, bro. Like, the government will play its hand, dog. It'll play its power move every time when it comes to some shit like this. Yeah. Back to them blaming you about everything. Like, back in the day, with the Rodney King riots, yeah. They call them the Korean rooftop shooters. Those are the dudes protecting their stores, protecting their inventory when the looting and shit was going on back then. But even they said, like, the ones who was doing the looting and all that wasn't even, like, from what they saw, wasn't African Americans. But that's the thing, like, we always have been the scapegoat. So, frustration kicks in at some point. You feel me? Frustration kicks in, so I can't blame you for kicking shit in. Can't blame you for blowing shit up. Can't blame you for setting shit on fire. You feel me? Everything is reactionary. Everything's built off of energy. Everything's built off of frequency. And if the frequency and the energy is negative, then goddamn it, it's negative, dog. We gonna handle it how we gotta handle it. So when I'm talking about, the whole rights and the wrongs, we all got friends, white friends, should I say. I'm in the studio right now that I got a spot with my boy, my white partner. I know him since kindergarten and shit. We got this spot, you feel me? And, I mean, there's never been no problems that I had with him on this side of the game, you feel me? But what I tell to everybody who has white friends or whatever, tell them not to be on the wrong side by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, stay at the crib. Because shit's on 10 right now, bro. Like, motherfuckers running down on anybody that look like the nigga in the presidential seat, honestly. Or the motherfucker that killed George Floyd, honestly. Anybody that look like them, bro, they on 10. You know what I mean? Like, they on 10, bro. And it's well justified at this point. You gave everybody time. That's where you fucked up, bro. You gave everybody time to come together. And, show how they could really get down, you know what I'm saying? Show how they could really make some shit shake, make some shit change. These new rap niggas too, bro, like, all been quiet, bro. Like, and I fuck with these niggas' music and shit, but, like, Playboy Cardi, Uzi, all these type of dudes, they all dead silent, bro. Like, what is y'all niggas doing, bro? Like, it's like niggas be forgetting at the end of the day, you feel me? Like, what they come from and what can end up happening to them and what they look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are you quiet? You the main nigga that should be speaking up, bro. That shit get me hot. Nigga John Jones was out there today in New Mexico tripping on the little Antifa cats with spray cans. Taking that shit from. Shit's mad out here, bro. It's a movie for real. All I can say is keep a high frequency, Stay in your P's and Q's, as I said earlier. And keep that Malcolm mind state for real. It's the most important in this state, in this time. Soldier mentality. I want nothing but soldiers around me. That's important. Niggas who be out here talking about they off perks and shit. Xans, whatever you own, bro. That ain't from the earth. I can't fuck with you, bro, because your mind is altered, bro. It's altered, and at this point, if you still on that, bro, you damn near tainted and you done for. Because we in war, you feel me? And you already got hit with the poison. You know what I'm saying? Like, we over here in our right mind. We ready for it. Yeah. So, I mean, really, that's really it. So, shout out to everybody out there going through it. Shout out to the families of those gunned down in the streets by racist police. And, yeah.